Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw the very funny looking Bunker Jonesy in Fortnite. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this character, and to begin we're going to start out with his eyes first. So we're just going to draw in just 2 lines across. This is going to be the top of his eyelid. And then from the corner we're just going to dip it in. And then the outside as well, just slant it out. Okay, so 2 little brackets like this, and then for the eyeball, just right underneath that, just draw like a half circle. And then I'm gonna shade it in. I'm just gonna leave a little bit of a highlight. Alright, so those are his eyes, and let's just go ahead and draw in his nose, and then we'll finish up the top here. So for his nose, just come out to this corner here, just come down, make 2 little marks, and then I'm just gonna curve it, maybe a little angle, just connect those. Alright, so now we got drawing the top because we need to finish up the eyebrows. So on the eye here, on the side, we're gonna go up to the center. That's gonna be where his hairline is gonna be parting. And then come back down on the other side. I know it's a little bit strange. Okay, from here, pinch it in. This is gonna be his cheeks. And then from here, just go across. Just kind of dip it down right underneath the nose. And it looks like some kind of mask. All right. So from here now I can finish up the eyebrow inside. So right above the eye, just gonna draw 1 slant. And then from there, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a thickness here. Just go up, and then this one's gonna slant up a little bit more, so a little bit thicker on the ends. All right, so now we can draw in the rest of the head, and it's gonna be mostly hair. So this is actually gonna be 1 strand. So from this point here, just come down, go back up here. This is gonna be 1 big strand. Just come down. Follow the same curve and then pinch it in right there. And then this one. So we're just gonna draw a couple of big strands here. So this one curves out, start up here again, come down, and then just kind of close everything off. Alright, and then from here we're just gonna add in a little bit of the beard, so we know where we are first. So from this point here, I'm just gonna come down, and this is gonna be all the way down to his armpit. So right around here, just kind of envision that behind this curve. And then right at the mouth area, let's come back up here. Here's the center. We're just gonna draw 1 big curve all the way around, and just kind of dip this one down. Alright, so let's go back up and finish up the head. So we're gonna go up. We can actually draw a little center line here. We'll start on this side. We're gonna go out, just curve it down, and then we're gonna tuck it in right behind this curve right here. And then on this side, it's gonna be kind of the same, but we're gonna add an extra strand of hair on the bottom. So we're gonna come down. Right around here, I'm gonna stop a little bit early because I'm gonna draw 1 more big strand right here. Come back up here. Draw 1 big curve. And then from here, we can go up. Just go back into that, right behind that strand. And then to finish up the hair on this side, I'm just gonna take this curve here. I'm just gonna draw another one. Just kind of tuck it in. So that's gonna be 1 big strand and 1 big clump here. And now on this side, come down and just go back up. So that's another clump. And then 1 more right here just to close things off. So just round it off kind of like this. And then lastly, let's just add in a little bit of a detail here. Just add a few lines for the hair. Alright, so now that's the head, and let's move on to the body. So we won't see most of the torso, it's just gonna be mostly his beard. So from his beard, I'm just gonna extend it, just come down, just kind of pinch it in a little bit, and this is gonna be his waist, just so that we know where we are. And then we'll just stop there and let's work on his arms first. Okay, and then for his arms, here's his shoulder, and he's got some ripped clothing here, so I'm just gonna go out. Let's draw like a little angle like this back and forth, and here's his armpit. Okay, so let's draw his arms, shoulders coming down. Here's the bicep bracket. Okay, so it's right around here. Here's his waist. Lower arm, flare out. On the inside, slight curve, and then on the outside, straight down. So it's right around here. Close it off, and then one little section for his glove. And then for his hand, we can draw this first. Just come out on both sides, just the back of the hand. And then we'll close this thing off first. Close it with a slant. And then for his thumb, just gonna come out. And come back in. Okay, and then for his other fingers, I'm gonna start right around here. 1, 2, and then just kind of round it off. Just curve it in. And on the back side, just kind of follow it and then close it off. And then for his other fingers, I'm just gonna draw one little curve there for the tip. Alright, so now let's draw on the other side. So it's gonna be the same thing. Here is the armpit. And then here's the shoulder, come across. Same thing, a little bit of ripped clothing. Okay, so shoulders coming down. Bicep. Lower arm, flare out, and then turn straight down. So use the other side for reference. Close it off, and let's add one section. And then this side, we just add in little fists here. So a little hook, back of the fist, round it off and just close it. And let's add a little line here since it's kind of those open finger gloves. Okay, and then for some details, he's got one little section here, and here's the screen. And then he's got one strap, so just draw 2 lines. Okay, so now we can continue on with the beard. So let's come back up here and let's draw in a few of these lines first. So right in the middle here, I'm just gonna draw some lines coming down. Okay, so this is just to show the flow of the beard. Alright, so now let's continue on down. We're gonna extend this a little bit longer. So here's, just remember this is around the hip area. So we're gonna come down. Let's come down a little bit more, just one little section here. And then let's just stop, and because we need to draw in his legs first. Okay, so let's come back up here. I know it's a little bit tricky because we can't see the body, right? So we're gonna use this as a reference. So here's the arm, here's his wrist, so here's the hip right here. So now we're gonna come down for his leg, right around here. Pinch it in, and on the inside, we can't see it, but we'll see this slant here, and close this off. And let's just go ahead and continue on with this leg. So here's his knee pad. We're gonna flare out, and we can actually close this because it's gonna be one piece. Pinch it in, and this one's almost straight down. Close it off, and let's add one section. Just extend the line. And then for his foot, curve, and this side's gonna just kind of flatten it out, come out a little bit more. Close it off. And let's just keep it simple. It's just toe, and then we'll just add just kind of a couple more lines. And then on the side here, slant down, come straight down. Slant, straight down. And let's just go ahead and finish up this armor then. We're just gonna draw 2 lines. In the middle all the way down. Alright, so for his other leg, now that we've drawn one, we can use this for reference, right? So here's the hip. So I'm gonna come down right around here and pinch it in. Same thing here, little slant. So here's his knee. And then this one doesn't have an armor piece, it's just clothing and it's kind of ripped. So we're gonna flare it out a little bit more. And then we'll close this, just kind of zigzag back and forth. Okay, so that's his pants, and then for his leg, in here, just gonna pinch it in, so a little bit skinnier. You can close that off first, and then we're gonna draw the same foot, just like this side. Just come out more. Close it, and then same thing here. Here's his toe, I'm just gonna add a couple of lines. Okay, and then now we can finally finish up the its spear. So right around here, just gonna keep going down all the way here. And then for this one, just a couple of bumps and then close it off. So it doesn't have to be exactly the same as long as you have some kind of flow to it, right? And let's add in a couple of lines. We're gonna continue with these lines. So it's really long, just gonna go. And this will just add in, you know, some, as if it's curling around. Continue with this all the way down. And even down here, let's start on the side, just kind of come in and go back out. Okay, I don't want to add in too much because we can put in the details when I color this stuff. Okay, he's got one more little detail here. He's got one little, well, actually 2 straps. So we're gonna go 1, 2. And it's got a little pouch, little rectangle, and then for the flap, just follow that and go out. And that is it for this Bunker Jonesy. Hope you guys like the way it turned out, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.